A club in St. Louis has a strict age requirement, 35 for the men, 30 for the women, and some people don't like this. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a club restaurant in the St. Louis, Missouri area called Bliss that has a strict age requirement, 35 for the men, 30 for the women. Now, the reason why they do this is to avoid all the drama from the young people. Now, this, in my humble opinion, is a brilliant idea. It's great. Look, you want to have a certain kind of environment for a certain kind of person. More mature, no drama, no riffraff, no BS. It makes sense. Now, some people don't like this. They're going to the Yelp page. They're going to Facebook talking about, oh, the age requirement is bogus. It's dumb. Your place sucks. All kind of stuff. Now, the majority of the comments are positive because most people know, like I know, that when you have an environment like this with a certain age group, you're going to avoid all the BS. The majority of it, at least. You're not going to have the 18, 19, game banger, dope boy, poo shiesty, ski mask on their face activity going on in a place with that kind of age requirement. Now, I'm going to get to some more anecdotal evidence in a minute, but first things first, let's skip straight to the news clip. And of course, y'all know I will link to it in the box. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
A new restaurant in North St. Louis County is blowing up on social media. Lots of people have plenty to say about the age restrictions at Bliss in Florissant. Today, 5 on Your Side's Robert Townsend talked to the owner and customers.
Kelly, the restaurant owner, tells me he wanted a business where people 30 years old and older can go, enjoy, and have a peaceful time. And with that, he says, come age limits.
What's up with the brothers? Y'all good?
Welcome to Bliss. 2 weeks ago, 36-year-old Marvin Pate and his wife opened their new upscale restaurant near West Florissant and New Halls Ferry Road in.
I mean, it looks nice. I like the ambiance. I like the green. That's like my favorite color. So I like the green chairs. I like the overall vibe of it. Kind of open like that. It's cool.
West Florissant and New Halls Ferry Road in North St. Louis County.
Now, I wonder how it is like, okay, so at a certain point, do they have like a club element? Are they going to move the chairs out the way, the tables out the way? How does that really work? I like to see them in a party type of atmosphere.
And New Halls Ferry Road in North St. Louis County.
It represents pure happiness and pure utopia. It's a home away from home.
They got the upstairs area too. Okay, so that's cool. Pretty big establishment.
Utopia. It's a home away from home. You could come here and feel like that you were actually on a resort.
Delicious. Jamaican style.
The restaurant's popular West African Caribbean cuisine,
Lamb chops ready?
isn't the only hot topic simmering on social media.
Food looks good to me. I like to go check it out from ever in the area. I've never been to St. Louis before. If y'all know about St. Louis and this particular area, y'all let me know how the food is.
People can't stop chattering about the age restrictions at Bliss. Women must be at least 30 years old and men 35 to enter the business.
It's just something for the older people to come do and have a happy hour, come get some good food, and not have to worry about some of the young folks that bring some of that drama.
They do bring the drama. That is 100% correct. Now, to my anecdote before we continue with the rest of the news story. You guys may or may not know me. I used to do like club flyers back in the day. That was my thing back in like 07 to, I say my heyday was 07 to 2012. And my whole thing was to create flyers that made people who saw the flyer know this was going to be a place where no drama was going to be. Meaning you couldn't bring the riffraff, the hooligans to this spot. And there was always dress codes. There was always age limits. Sometimes it wouldn't just be 21. It'd be 24, 25. I think sometimes it'd be 25 for the men, 23 for the women, something like that, because you don't want to get the hooligans. You don't want to have them, because once you start to invite them, that's when the gunshots ring out. That's when the violence comes into the parking lot. That's what it just ruined your whole situation. It'll ruin somebody's life. It's just unnecessary drama. And I'm gonna tell you another anecdote before we finish the video, but I'll let them continue.
that drama.
And of course, we have been getting a little backlash, but that's okay because we sticking to our code.
Everyone who enters the restaurant will have to show their ID to a hostess or a St. Louis County police officer after 7 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday.
He has a policy that suits the clientele that he's trying to draw in.
Right.
I think he's on the right track.
Those are younger ones. You could come patronize the business once you turn 30 or 35, because we're going to be here for a while.
Pate says in 2 weeks they will offer to-go orders. He also says overall, most of the feedback about their age limits
It's been positive.
has been positive.
Right on. So shout out to my man and shout out to the restaurant out there in the St. Louis area. What's that? Florissant, called Bliss. All right. Now, I'm going to give you some more anecdotes here because this is really my wheelhouse. It's going back in my club flyer days. Man, I used to go to every single club in the area back in Virginia. Every single club, restaurant, beauty salon, hair salon, nail salon, everywhere. And the thing I noticed the most was that the age and the crowd you bring is going to determine whether there's going to be drama or not, any kind of violence, any kind of bloodshed or not. And a good example is the beach festivals. And shout out to you guys. If you know me, if you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about is 100% correct. Now, a lot of y'all might know about this thing called College Beach Weekend. And I'm not trying to attack the people that run that. They're good people. But the problem with College Beach Weekend is basically you're inviting 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds from all over the country, a lot of black folks especially, to the beach, and they have no idea how to act. Bringing out alcohol on the beach, dropping the bottles, breaking glasses, urinating in public, all kind of dumb stuff. Just acting a cold, complete fool. Not use situational awareness, getting robbing other people. Those kind of things will go on a lot with that festival. It's to the point where whenever it comes around, people are like, man, please don't come here. Please ban this. Get the city to ban this because we can't have these hooligans come to Virginia Beach and tear stuff up. Now, there's another beach festival also featuring black folks because that's the elephant in the room we got to talk about. There's another beach festival called Africana. I'm not quite sure if you're still doing it, if you're watching me. But this is like a concert type of thing at the amphitheater on the beach. And the audience is much older. Some of the groups that are going to be there are from like the 70s and the 80s. You might have a band like Cameo. If you're 25 years old and you're asking me, hey, ABL, who's Cameo? What's that? Exactly. That's my point. You're going to have people that are at bare minimum late 30s into their 40s. And you never have a problem. You never have not one problem because they're older, mature. They understand how to act. But the 18, 19-year-olds, that's when you're going to have problems. As simple as that. I'm not saying all young people are going to behave a certain way, but in the community, we know that the youngins, a lot of them are brainless. These 14, 15 to 28-year-old men especially, they are going to be involved with some nonsense sometimes. But especially the teenage, early 20s, that's when you're going to have problems. Simple as that. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? You think it's a good idea for this spot to have the age limit or the age requirement, 30 for the women, 35 for the men? I mean, for me, obviously, that's right at my ballpark, so it makes sense. But whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I think it's a great thing. I think it's a great thing when you have someone trying to protect their business, trying to provide a safe environment with good ambiance, good food, good vibes. It just makes sense. And it's no different than a lot of other establishments. Again, I did club flowers for a very long time. This was going on back then. There was dress codes. It was age requirements. Not just, are you 21, can you drink? Also, are you at least 24, 25, 26? I saw a flyer that had like a 28 age because they understand they're trying to attract a certain kind of clientele, a certain kind of crowd that's going to be there, there's going to be regulars, that's going to go to the restaurant. And they want this to be for them. It's just like when you go to some of these resorts in Mexico or whatever, and it's a no kids resort. Okay. Obviously, we're not just trying to have a bunch of families running around, kids acting the fool, throwing diapers and whatnot all over the beach. No. We're going to have adults. It's going to be more of an intimate vibe. That's the way it's supposed to be at a certain spot, and that's the way it is at this spot. So I commend my man for doing it. I wish him nothing but success. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.